For every person we put into treatment, 5 new people get infected. So if you have those numbers, this is a losing game unless we cure this infection.
Our immune system knows how to deal with many, many infectious diseases, and so we just have to put it in a position where it can deal with this one also, and it'll know what to do if we can get it there.
Let's find out directly from the patient, what is right for them and what isn't right for them, and how can we make care better through research.
So we really need to cure HIV in our lifetime.
We're very interested in prevention and helping to lead that effort as a core, but we're also supporting other investigators on campus who are very interested in curing HIV, removing HIV from the body using drugs, and so we're very excited about supporting them in their efforts.
I'm most proud of the sustainability that has been demonstrated by CFAR. We start programs and then we stay with them.
When you get a return of $30 for the dollar, you can't, I doubt that there's a single other CFAR around the country that has been as successful in terms of developmental awardees success as we have. When you get 132 people who've written all these new grants with new research ideas and generated over $75 million of new research money, I don't think you can ask for more of an impact than that.
From our core, it impacts the fight against HIV everywhere.
Ultimately, I think that that's really synergistic in producing a much, much higher quality research. But no, it's that you have this foundation of the collaborations, which the CFAR makes possible. And then things just happen more quickly, and you are able to bring people together, I think, in ways that I never could have imagined without this kind of structure in place.
You might want to know about the kinds of messages that we've heard from our community partners. To also remember that the epidemic is here in North Carolina, and to learn lessons from both sides, from the global for the local and the local for the global. So for instance, we've been hearing a lot about how hard it is to live with HIV and HIV-related stigma and discrimination in rural, small town North Carolina. And what they're saying is that message is very similar to the message that you might be hearing in other nations where people are afraid to go get tested or are afraid to have a conversation with others about their HIV. Approaches that we are taking in North Carolina, for instance, in our prison system and in our jail system, the correctional approaches that we're manifesting here in North Carolina, that might actually be useful for people in developing nations or in other global settings. It's been about how we can learn from one another and that we all share a common need to deal with a pandemic that we're part of and the world is part of.